The year is 2025, November. In the heart of Silicon Valley, the lights are burning bright at Nvidia headquarters. To the outside world, this is the center of the universe, the company that turned sand into gold. They are the undisputed kings of the new age, holding the monopoly on human intelligence itself. The stock price is defied gravity. The H100 and Blackwell chips are the most coveted objects on planet Earth. But if you strip away the hype, if you turn down the noise of the ticker tape and listen to the signal underneath, you can hear something else. A low, grinding sound. It is the sound of history repeating itself. It is the sound of a ghost. To understand the scene we are looking at today, we have to go back to a cold case from 40 years ago, the early 1980s. There was a company called Wang Laboratories. You might not know the name now, and that is exactly the point. But back then, Wang was Nvidia. They didn't just sell computers, they owned the concept of the office. They were vertically integrated, incredibly profitable, and seemingly untouchable. Dr. An Wang was the genius of his era. So, how does a titan vanish? How does an empire dissolve into rust in less than a decade? The autopsy of Wang Laboratories reveals a fatal condition, the proprietary trap. Wang insisted that if you wanted their power, you had to use their hardware, their operating system, their terminals. They built a walled garden, and for a while, it was a paradise. But then, the wind changed. The personal computer arrived. Open standards arrived. Suddenly, customers didn't want to be locked in a garden. They wanted to roam free. Wang refused to open the gates, and the market simply stepped over them. Now, look at Nvidia today. The parallels are not just similar, they are terrifyingly exact. For 15 years, Nvidia has built a moat around their castle. It's not made of water, it's made of code. It's called CUDA. It is the proprietary software layer that has forced every AI developer in the world to buy Nvidia chips. If you wanted to build the future, you had to speak their language. You were a prisoner, even if it was a luxury prison. But in late 2025, the prisoners have started digging a tunnel. We are seeing the rise of PyTorch 2.0. We are seeing OpenAI's Triton. These are the lockpicks. They are open-source software layers that allow complex AI to run on any chip, not just the green ones. The moment software becomes agnostic, the hardware becomes a commodity. And when your product becomes a commodity, your margins don't just fall, they crash. But there is a second suspect in this mystery, and this one is closer to home. In a classic murder mystery, you always look at the enemies. But in the corporate world, you have to look at the friends. Nvidia's biggest customers are Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Meta. Together, they account for nearly half of Nvidia's revenue. They are the whales. But here's the twist. While they are shaking Jensen Huang's hand at the gala, they are building weapons in the basement. Every single one of these tech giants has now deployed their own custom AI chips. Google's TPU, Amazon's Trainium, Microsoft's Maya. They are systematically replacing Nvidia for their internal workloads. They are effectively saying, we will use your expensive chips for the science projects, but for the day-to-day business, we will do it ourselves. This is the Frenemy dynamic, and it is bleeding the demand dry from the inside out. And finally, we have the shifting landscape, the transition from training to inference. Think of it this way. Wang Labs built massive, expensive mini-computers. They were the training machines of their day. But the world moved to the PC, smaller, cheaper, everywhere. Nvidia creates the Ferraris of computing, massive, power-hungry beasts designed to teach AI models. But the world is moving to the phase where we simply use the models. That is called inference. And for inference, you don't need a Ferrari. You need a Toyota. You need a Grok chip. You need edge computing. You need efficiency, not raw horsepower. Nvidia is a company built for the era of big iron, just as the world is pivoting to the era of distributed efficiency. So, here we stand. The valuation is sky high. The dominance looks absolute. But the foundation has 3 cracks. The software moat is evaporating. The customers are becoming competitors, and the use case is shifting to cheaper hardware. An Wang once dismissed the PC as a toy. He ignored the shift, and his legacy was erased. Jensen Huang is different. He is a man who famously says he runs his company with pain and suffering. He is paranoid. He sees the ghosts. But the question remains, is paranoia enough to stop the turning of the wheel? Or are we witnessing the final golden hour of the Silicon Icarus? The charts say up, but the history books are whispering down.